think we're live. Let me get chat in here. And we're gonna do the Master Wall quest, at least start it. But really, it's kind of just whatever I feel like it, to be honest. If I feel like stopping midway and doing something else, like leveling roulette, if I want to do that, then I might. So yeah. So I didn't put anything specific in the title. I do that more often with the secondary channel, and it's kind of just more of like going with the vibe, if you know what I mean. But yeah. Hello there, Ame. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Alright, before that, let me get the... I love the ninja running animation. Let me get the... what do you call it? Retainer ventures real quick. Thanks for the shards. Wait, how long does the other one need? 11 minutes. Okay, I'll just be on our way then. What are those emojis? Wait. I swear there was something related to a wolf person and an octopus. But I'm forgetting what it was. Is there something, some characters that kind of like those features? It's just me, as in like VTubers? No, or did you not mean that by anything? It's almost 11:30. I'm sorry for the time zones, but it's actually 5:30 here. Time zones are actually so annoying sometimes, though. Not gonna lie. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Man, when you do need to go to sleep, though, please do go to sleep. Don't worry, there will be other streams, but yeah, time zones can be annoying. How much is new tidings about an old adversary? So good to see you. I was hoping you would pay us a visit. The Landsguard received word from the various nations you visited in your search for the treasures and requested that we inform you of the latest tidings. They also send their earnest gratitude for your efforts. The only person we haven't met is the leader of the Unbound. I wonder if she'll be more of a threat, because the other ones, honestly, most of them were like kind of... They had a lot of power on their hands, but they were really kind of dumb. So they were kind of like those funny villains, not really serious. So we'll see. Seems each of the 5 criminals has been brought into custody, although some had to be tracked down after you trounced them. They now await the judgment of the governments they wronged. I thought all was well, until I overheard some customers saying that the passage of the Unbound has new leaders. Wait, did she just recruit other people? The shop was so busy that I couldn't find a chance to speak with them before they left, but I felt compelled to report what I heard to the Landsguard. I saw I can say my mom had us talk. I mean, I don't know what your experience is like, but just from personal experience, I don't know if your mother is like that though, so I mean, you know best, but we're in those situations, I would probably try to go along with it a little bit, unless it's like something really bad that she tries to do, and try not to anger her further, just because, until she calms down. Just because, yeah, it can kind of derail. I don't know if it's the same for you. I would say if you have it, but I mean, probably not because of your age, but if you have a chance to escape a little bit, like go outside, that is also an option. I don't know if she calms down with that or not, but I'm assuming you can't do that. So I would say probably just try to not derail the situation. Then again, I don't know what the situation is, so it could be worse, but I wish you all the luck. That's really annoying, honestly. It was a sobering reminder that as long as your leader, Apiahi, is free, she can rebuild and scheme again. Hold on, I need a tissue. Alright, I'm back. Allergies. You must have learned about the organization's workings during your search. Do you remember anything that might help us find out what she's up to? Each of her leaders was carefully selected from different regions. API orchestrated everything for some greater purpose. Their funds were coming from Virat-san. I forgot who Virat-san was. I'd say yeah, she selected people who were mad at their governments for different reasons. Some of them weren't too intelligent, but that's another story. I see, so there was a method to her recruitment. It stands to reason she might rely on it again. The Lands Guard also managed to dig up information. One of those apprehended said the Passage of the Unbound received her funds from a shady mercantile outfit located in Ulda. I have an idea. If Apiahi, I'm probably mispronouncing that, really is recruiting new members, we could feign interest in her cause to get close to her. And how would you do that? Are you sure she won't be suspicious? You might be onto something. We even know a man she's never had the pleasure of meeting, Silvo. Has she not heard of us? I mean, she might not have, to be honest. She didn't directly cooperate with any of the other members. They kind of just did their thing. I know we're asking a lot from you, but any information you extract from Apiahi and her new cohorts could prevent further incidents. What do you say? So we're going to try to be recruited in a sense, but faking it. We're very grateful. A small warning, however. We know 5 treasures were stolen, but there could be more. Whatever you do, don't treat Apiahi lightly. I suggest finding out what power she has at her disposal and what her goals are before making your move. Which reminds me, those you aided are most eager to see Apiahi apprehended. We'll tell them you're hot on her tail. For now, why don't you travel to Ulda and ask around? Perhaps Arquaria has already tried to recruit the disillusion into her ranks. Alright, off to Ulda. Isn't Ulda one of the regions that actually was not featured in the quest? Or is it just me? I'm not sure though. I remember the Gridania one. There was the one in Gridania one in Limsa, right? The Limsa one was the one that actually tried to poison all the waters. But they were not very smart, so gladly that was avoided. The Gridania one... Was there one in Gridania? I don't remember actually. It was there. I mean, some of these quests that did close to Dawn Trail's release, some of them were like, what, 3 months ago. I kind of just hit them all over the place. I don't remember a lot of details. Villains who wish to topple the nations of the world. I'm afraid I haven't heard of such a group, but there are no shortage of complaints about the Sultanate. Most common are gripes about market fees. Clear the merchants sell it. Every one of them is single bad bargain away from an empty coin purse. Can't say they go as far as treason though. One cool thing about level 74 ninja is that now I have access to 2 of these teleportation thingies. So that's cool. But I do still have a 60-second cooldown. But now I can have up to 2 charges. I don't know the name Apiahi, but I do know a strange man. Each day he stands aloof, staring at passers-by with his dead eyes. Last I saw him, it was near the market board. Oh, it makes me so much charges to imagine he might still be there. Okay, interesting. speaking of market board, any weapon I can buy from a ninja? Ooh, the blue spirit daggers. Those I think can look pretty good, like the crystalline thingies. They're very unique to say the least. And I mean, yeah, I mean it's an improvement from my weapon, right? Yeah, sure, I'll get them. Blue spirit daggers. Because I was struggling with Shadowbringers like Lakeland Fates. So hopefully this will make it a little bit easier. And yes, I did have the Chocobo. But it just wasn't big enough. So I hope this kind of fixes that. At least for Lakeland Fates. Also now I'm a slightly higher level. Not much, but a little bit. So hopefully that helps too. Shifty-eyed looks more shifty than usual, you mean? Well, just so happens a strange man tried to strike up a conversation with me not too long ago. Said he liked how eagerly I gave those bastards in the brass plate a piece of my mind. He invited me to a gathering of people who sought true freedom. Okay, that sounds like Passage of the Unbound, as he put it. I didn't like the smell of it, hence he find me here. Aren't you the market boards? We're gonna fake angry at the markets. Like, screw this economy or something. Why are we doing this in front of the market board? Damn. Screw the markets. I hate the markets. Wait. I thought you said the marketplace. Do I have to be closer? I have to be closer to the market board? Like. Ah, they show an highlighted area. I have to be oh, this market board. It has to be that one in specific. No, that market board's okay. No, this one isn't. Ah, no, it has to be like in front of the merchants. Okay, this must be the place, right? Okay, it's like, why is this not triggering anything? And it had the spot right there. I just wasn't seeing it. You there? Mind letting me bend your ear? Hello there, sus person. I sense in you a kindred spirit, one who's tired of being trampled on by the high and mighty. I think there's a place for you in our organization, the Passage of the Unbound. You might have heard tell of a mysterious artifacts being used to incite unrest across the world. That was our doing. Yeah, we kind of stopped all of that, but the oppressed finally striking back at the oppressors to win back the freedom they took from us. But we mean to aim even higher, and for that we need more good men and women to lead us. People like you. Down with the oppressors. Okay. I like your custom maps. You have what it takes. Perhaps you don't. Either way, you'll have to pass the audition first. You want a seat at the table? Prove you're worth our while. What is this? Some kind of like kill enemies test? One of our own is standing by at the gold torch. Show him this handbill and he'll lead you to where you need to go. Okay. Honestly, I don't like the shape too much, but I really love the color of the blue spirit daggers. Wait, I don't think I've seen all of the blue spirit weapons. Like, I've seen a few, but I haven't looked at all of them, so slight distraction. I want to look at every single blue spirit weapon. Let's see. Blue spirit sword. Again, I don't like the shape too much, but I love the colors. Blue spirit, monk weapons. Okay, I kind of like this one, kind of like claws. Blue spirit axe. Ooh, I really like that. Blue spirit spear. Honestly, I really like this set, and it is like a normal gear set. Like, it's not even like extreme or anything. Like, this is pretty cool. Blue spirit longbow. All right, I do like that. Blue spirit dagger is the one we just saw. I don't like the shape too much, but I love the colors. Blue spirit guillotine. Shapes, kind of eh. Just know why it gets longer on the edge. But again, I love the colors, but the shape not too much. Blue Spirit and gone. I like the shape, but the colors are very little crystalline, just a little bit on the edge. So, yeah. Blue Spirit Cane. Okay, simple enough. Blue Spirit Rod. Okay. Blue Spirit Grimoire. Alright. I'm gonna skip the other one, the Codex. Katana. Nice. Blue Spirit Rapier. Okay. Kinda eh. Blue Spirit Gunblade. Alright. Blue Spirit Glaives. Oh, I do like that, the shape. We did kind of bang like ice spikes all around. Blue Spirit Tower Shield. Okay. I believe there's also the scythe, but I've already seen it. It doesn't seem to show up here for some reason. Oh, there it is. Blue Spirit Sickle. I do like it. And the wings. I've never seen these. The Sage Wings. Alright. But yeah, I like how they look like sheaths, because like there's a very shiny color. But the shape itself is kinda eh for me. Okay, it's not too bad, but also like I don't like it too much. But overall, I'd say I like the weapon. So I'll keep it for now. Where do we go? Wait, why am I going towards the Weaver's Guild? I'm supposed to go the other way around. Unbound Agent, okay. What do you want? So you wish to lead others upon the passage, eh? You're welcome to try. But fair warning, this may be the hardest trial we've ever had to endure. Are your loins properly girded? Is this like some kind of basic battle? That enthusiasm will take you far now then, follow me. Or is it gonna be something more mental or I don't know? What kind of trial are we talking about? Like strength? Like are we being tested on strength? Are we being tested on ideals? Like what? The additional blood in this room, even those with the blackest hearts have balked at what we put our potential leaders through. So we'll be listening to your progress with great interest. Ah, our ideals then. Do you want to see how evil we are? Okay. Why is there a statue? Is that a Voidstone statue? Probably not. Enter. Hello? Can you hear it? The cry of a child too young to know fear. Can you see it? A blackbird in flight, its wings staining the azure skies. Can you feel it? The shape of the world as it should be molded by ends free of feathers. Did they just do the thing? They did the thing, right? Hear, feel, see. No. Wait. Hear, feel, think. Hear, think. No, it's different. It's different. It's different. I thought they did the Heidelin reference. No, never mind. The passage to a new morrow lies before you. The passage of the unbound. Oh, they have a portrait of their leader in there. Actually, I hope that's can I get that as a furniture? That looks kind of cool. Not gonna lie. And with that, let us begin the audition for a new round of leaders. May the selection committee please take their seats. Okay. Oh, there's other people? What look like those judges? What are you doing, bro? On the job, just eating. That's their leader. I really like that portrait though, and the frame is really cool as well. So can I have that on my house, please? Actually, I have a whole bunch of portraits on my house because I don't know what to do with it yet. So I just put all the different portraits I got so far. I should get one of Emmett. How do you even get that? Like, I've seen it before, but I don't know how you get it. Because I got the ones from the 12. You unlock that, I believe, in a side quest, kinda, after you complete the 12 thingy. And I got a few others from events, and one from the 7.4, sorry, 6.4, from the shop. But how do you get the Emmett Selk one? I'll look it up after this dialogue. You look disappointed somehow. I understand, you expected to meet our founder. My apologies, but you'll need to prove yourself. Here you are granted such an audience. Now, tell us your name. Refuse to answer. Well done. I thought like, you know, if they're all about like being cruel and stuff, it's like, firstly, saying our name, they might have heard of it. Secondly, it's probably best we don't say like just no, I'm not doing that, and they'll probably think that as a good thing. The passage of the Unbound works in the shadows, and our true names must remain hidden until the revelation can have the most dramatic impact. Is that your recruiting method? Maybe that's why all your quote-unquote villains were such like not very intelligent, so to speak. They were like Team Rocket kind of thing, but with a lot of power. So yeah. On to the next question. Why do you wish to join us? Want to change the world? I was impressed by the previous leaders. My friend joined up, so I thought, why not? I'm tempted to just go with this one, yeah. Just be like very random. I see, so you spied opportunity in a chance occurrence and sought to grasp it for yourself. We require such qualities in our leaders. Yeah. I see that. Alright. Enough about your ambitions. What can you do? I can take on anyone or anything in a fight. No one can craft and gather like me. Anything except the third one. I have never even tried that. I gotta go with that. Why is that even an option? I gotta go. No one can craft and gather like me. Even advice can support us from the back lines. If you're going to lead, you have to be willing to live in the thick of things, like Alarat did. That's enough questions for now, methinks. Let's see if this one has the guts to stand against an entire nation. Who's this? A traitorous curse sold us out to our enemies. Chop off his head for us, will you? Yeah, we're not doing that. Wait, we might not be able to join then, because we're not doing that. No, we're not doing that. So, what do we do now, actually? What's wrong? Having second thoughts? Refuse the order. No, we can't do that. Damn, they got us, okay. We can still take them all down though, but our goal was to infiltrate this place. So you saw through our little ruse, how insightful. What? Oh, never mind. Okay. Never mind. Alright. I thought that was an actual test. You played the traitor most convincingly, my boy. Now you may leave. Alright. That was close. Let's see. Oh yes, your final task. Strike a pose that captures your essence. This is how they recruit their villains. You know what? Yeah, I think I kind of get why they were all like that. Do a little dance. Yeah. What the heck? Oh my, such confidence, such grace. They quite literally emanate from you. I believe we're ready to make our decision. You're gonna say like you passed. You truly are singular among the other applicants. We can confidently say you passed the first audition. Wait, first? Even hard-boiled Chanafeet nearly cracked under the pressure of our inquiries. But you remained composed throughout. Congratulations on your impressive feat. I think Shalafeet was one of the Unbound, but I forgot about which one it was. Our agent awaits without to guide you on to the next step. Oh, wait. I want to see what the place about the Hall of the Unbound then. Is there anything else? Well, the chairs are interesting. Seeing why that you've been through more than I can hold on to your anger and use it to bring the tyrannical rulers down to earth. If you feel you've pulled the wool over our eyes, good. That just shows your capacity for villainy. Be proud of it. Quite the selection of candidates this time, hey? Oh yeah, before I forget, hold on. Yeah, so we're leaving the Hall of the Unbound. Emma's self-portrait. How do you get it? I'll be back here in a second. Okay, sometimes the market search system doesn't work, so I gotta personally look it up. Emma's self-portrait. Now do you get that? How do you get that? Gemstone vendor in Garlemald? Really? I don't have enough gemstones, but I mean I can easily farm that later. Garlemald. I gotta check that. Emperor portrait. Oh. Yeah, I gotta get farm these later, honestly. Alright, let's continue for now though. What is that blue quest? Still have a blue quest to do? That's crazy. Thought we welcome you to the fold after a single audition. I'll have you know our standards are higher than that. By the way, if you had failed back there, I'd be guiding you to combat training right now. You can never have too much fodder for the cause, after all. Not many have been where you're going. But don't celebrate just yet. The hardest part is still to come. Imposing views. Your bound agent is ready to share your next destination. We must do one final test, and seeing as how important it is, our founder will be conducting it herself. She was here a moment ago, but something compelled her to leave for the Sagoli Desert, always as we follow the slightest whim. Show some initiative and find her among the massive dunes. Don't be intimidated. If you're truly meant to lead us, fate had arranged this meeting long ago. Okay, before I go to Sagoli Desert, I'm gonna start that blue quest. I don't know what it is, but it's a Realm Reborn side quest. Like, the blue quest usually mean you unlock something from it, so at least that one I want to do. I don't know what you unlock with it, but yeah, I've seen it before. I remember seeing that quest now, but I just never did it. Today I'm feeling like doing it, or at least starting it. Oh wait, that's a different one. That's a free Fantasia. I shall be back, but that is not the quest we were talking about. I'm assuming the fact that it's a free Fantasia is why that quest is there. I thought I did that quest before. Does it like... Is it like every few patches it comes back with another free Fantasia? Or is it a similar one? I don't know. But either way, that's not the one I wanted to do, and I think I'm in the wrong spot. Wait, let me... Oh, Vanguard gear. That's useful. Is it? I think it was near the plaza, right? It's a level 43 quest. Yeah, Peace for Tantalon. What do you unlock with that? Wait, is this the Amalja unlock quest? Because if it is, I don't really care, to be honest. Let me look it up. Peace for Tantalon, FF14. What do you unlock? It's the Amalja quest. Okay, no, I'm not doing that. One day maybe, but certainly not anytime soon. Alright, carrying on. Let me get chat back in here. Oh wait, Sagoli Desert, right. Cutscene, so I guess we meet her. Yep, there she is. She does have her own treasure. What does that do? What the heck? Does it let her control creatures or something? Stop. Spin. What? So she can control that thing. Or at least make it friendly. I'm not sure which one. Now come. Beastmaster before Beastmaster's release. Not really, but you get what I mean. Good boy, good boy. She has another creature. Bro, she's literally Beastmaster. What the heck? It works as well as I remembered. No beast is too great for the artifact's influence. That's not really Beastmaster, but close enough. What are you doing here? Do you fancy strolls amongst nondescript sand dunes? Or is this not a chance encounter? Is that so? My underling seen potential in you. Ah. What? Do you know about us? Well then, no, probably not. What was that look? What was she looking at? Well then, let us proceed straight to the introduction. Wait, introductions or instructions? Introductions. Remember my name, the artifact of the architects of the passage at Biahi. What is with that face? Is she doing? Is she doing the pose? Why is she doing the Shinobi pose? What the heck? If you wish to be one of my chosen leaders, there is but one requirement: boundless charisma. I see why your leaders were the way they were. Okay. Extraordinary strength and unparalleled intellect mean nothing if you lack charm. No one will follow a boar. Yeah, they didn't have much intellect or strength if it wasn't for the artifact. Yet when spoken with the right tenor, even wicked words can resonate with small folk and rouse them to action. They'll gladly throw themselves into the thick of battle for a cause they believe in, our cause. I did well in forming my first cadre of leaders. Their absolute devotion as indulging their own desires moved me to tears. For all their faults, I still largely believe they were worthy of wielding the artifacts. Making me believe the same about you, and I shall gladly take you under my wing. You know, I was the one who stopped all of them, but... we should do the Manderville dance, just to... she'll probably like, yep, that's charisma, and like, just go with it. Well, now's your chance to impress me. Tell me, what do you wish to gain by overthrowing the nations of the world? Power, fame, wealth. Not gonna say anything. Listen well. Many a dream has died in silence. If you wish to see your desires realized, you must be bold in expressing them. As for me, I only want one thing: freedom. My village prospered amid nature unrestrained. While those in it were bound by the rules of society, our roles were determined at birth. Some would hunt, some would weave, but none were allowed to follow their hearts. Obedience meant a life without hardship, yes, but I couldn't suffer the tasks I was burdened with. So in defiance of those stifling customs, I went in the forest to hunt, and returned to my village with a prey mightier than any had been caught before. For this, I was rewarded with exile. Yet my banishment was a blessing in disguise, for it helped me realize I could survive. I could thrive, unbound by rules. Is that why they call it Passage of the Unbound? I also understand that many like-minded souls yet suffered under the subjugation of state. I resolved to become an example they could follow, to build the passage that would guide them to freedom. But enough about myself. There's something I wish to see. Follow me, but be wary of beasts that infest the sands. As I said, beasts abound in these parts. I could kill them myself, but this presents an opportunity. Let us commence the practical exam. Defeat these creatures by whatever means are at your disposal. Easy enough. That was a fine show of strength. Fine enough to impress the meek into following you, I dare say. Very good, now follow me, we are not far now. Here we are. I've heard of the stars are breathtaking from this vantage. In Oldal, they would charge you to view the sky from a place like this, as if there weren't enough hands grasping at our coin purses. Let us wait a while and see if the stories are true. There's no way people like come here to charge money. Probably not, right? Indeed, it is every bit as beautiful as they say. Was a worthwhile trek, wouldn't you agree? The light from those stars traveled all the way from the edge of the firmament, obstructed by nothing on its journey, free. I believe people have the same capacity, each of us a star unto ourselves, the light of our lives illuminating the furthest reaches of the heavens. Ah yes, you've passed, by the way. I knew I wanted you with me soon after our first meeting. Friends and allies gravitate toward you, don't they? I can tell. And so, to honor your induction into my inner circle, I shall award you with an artifact of power unequal. Oh, thank you. We're just gonna give them back to the person you stole them from. Is what I would like to say. Unfortunately, oh, okay, you don't have enough. My stock of magical objects has been much depleted as of late. Thanks for the information, now we know. So is that your only artifact, or do you have more? I love how well we're faking it. Are you truly so crestfallen? I suppose I cannot fault you for staying true to your ambitions. The artifacts wielded by the previous Kaja were purloined from across the continent of Tural, where they were enshrined as objects of great power. Alas, we had greater need of them. Where does that one came from? Long before that? Is it from your village? Mine, however, came into my possession long before that. After I was exiled, I traveled the world to seek a place that was truly free. Disillusioned by every nation I set foot in, I eventually crossed the ocean to Tural. Oh wait, so you were born in well, I don't know if Eorzea, but at least to these kind of countries, either Eorzea, Altenard, or Ilsabard. In the remote outskirts of Shak Tural, I came across a continent in forgotten ruins, and within, I encountered the spirit of a Yokui who called himself the Wise One. I asked the Wise One where I might find freedom, and they told me this story. When I yet lived, my people ventured into Shak Tural. But before we could settle here, a terrible sickness struck, and one by one many lost their lives. Wait, this is the illness I'm assuming in Yaktel that we heard about. That must be the one, but oh, that's the Wise One talking. I sought a way to conquer this affliction, crafting an instrument that could harness the powers of mighty beasts. Thus was the first treasure created. Wait, so they were created by the Yokoi with magics? Alas, I was too late to save my brethren. Yet I knew I could save others from our fate. And so I traveled across the land, bestowing the treasures upon struggling tribes. So now we know where they came from. And because they add powers based on different beasts, that also explains why they were compared to certain beasts and so on, Travidral and such. So that one was given to you by the creator of those, so that one actually was not stolen then. I wish to create a place where people bereft of a home can live as they wish. Such treasure could help me realize this dream. Your conviction is plain to see, that is true. 5 treasures have I bequeathed, but there is one which remains sealed away. Its power is far too dangerous. My conviction means I can wield it responsibly. I beg you, bestow the treasure upon me. My words must have swayed them, because the spirit's final act was to honor me with a relic before disappearing. I will use the power entrusted to me to shatter the rules that stifle us. That is why I created the Passage of the Unbound. It is kind of sad, because like, I get how she's been wronged and stuff, but she's trying to find freedom in the wrong way. Like, one of the leader's motivations was basically becoming the oppressors themselves, so I mean, it's not exactly good. And like, breaking rules, like, by force, harming people on the way as well, like, that is not correct. But like, I kind of get why she feels the way she does. And now you are one of its leaders. Stand by my side, and together we shall release the people of the world from their chains. Oh, there she does the pose again. Okay. I did not initially intend to spend so much time in these wastes. Do ensure you master that pose I showed you. Though I've only recently invented it, I expect every member to be capable of striking it at a moment's notice. You'll have an army just striking the pose. With that, I cordially welcome you to the Passage of the Unbound. There's an emote. Oh my god, we can log that as an emote. Pose of the Unbound. Oh, that is peak. Hold up. Nah, hold up. I gotta do that. Emotes. Where is it? Okay, hold on. Search. Pose. Pose of the Unbound. What the heck? Okay. I love that we could just do that now. Alright. We can sense a plot forming behind API. He's mischievous eyes. Now that the night sky has energized us, it is time to take action. Our goal is no less than to see every nation of the world crumble. Yet we must start somewhere. I was struck by how much had changed during my most recent visit to Tual, when I gathered the first group of my chosen leaders. At the time, I encountered the Wise One. No ruler had united the continent under one banner, and certainly uncertainty was in the air, but so was a sense of freedom. I had never seen a place quite like it. So much did it intrigue me that, in fact, that I adopted the Shatona name for myself. So that was not your birth name, cool. Yet now that same freedom that I found so appealing is bound by the restrictions of state, and each day that passes those binds grow tighter. That is why our first course of action shall be to return Tural to what he once was, to liberate it from the tyranny of Tuliyola. You do realize that Yakui were dictators, and it was Galul Jajali was his name, that united every tribe, and each of them are kind of like their own separate places, their own separate people, and there's no tyranny involved, literally. I mean, everyone can do whatever they want. It's just that they're kind of united by Tuliyola. It does not work like in a dictatorship or anything. Like, you got the wrong ideas. I'm sorry, Apiahi. While my previous leaders were avatars of self-indulgence, they never quite grasped the concept of overthrowing a nation. It falls to us to set a precedent for future leaders to follow. Go to Tural and get the lay of the land. Venture to Name in Shalawani in order to my enforcers at the local tavern. You may wait for their orders there. Alright, let's go. So, you are returned. Were you able to track down Apiahi? I see, your methods for testing the metal over would-be leaders are as unique as the candidates themselves. Yet learning what our next target is to Yolo only makes this stinking feeling in my stomach worse. What do you mean? This revelation doesn't come as complete surprise, you see. We've heard whispers of a plot against the city, and I've been aiding the Landsguard with investigating leads. So that was about to pass the Odian bound. While you were abroad, some familiar faces showed up to lend a hand. Oh, speak of the withdrawal. Oh, it's all of them? The person that kind of gave us the quest towards the other places? I don't remember some of them, to be honest. When Brookhaven sent word that you meant to pursue Apiahi, we were eager to join the hunt. Yet right as we were arranging a ship to cross the ocean, we spied a suspicious group disembarking at the port and decided we'd better aid you by tracking their movements. They claimed to be looking for work and obtained permission to travel to Shalawani. Yes, that's where they're discussing plans next. Yet upon arriving, they went to work of a different sort, asking anyone they could find about Tuyol and the inner workings of its government and defenses. That is not suspicious at all, huh? When not bothering the people of Shalawani, they loaf about in that place. The master of the tavern there said the group spent long hours talking to other patrons, rarely ordering a thing, and going on about some plan. Clearly, the enforcers Apiahi mentioned. We need to figure out what they're planning, and now Apiahi's treasure fits into the picture. Then we can figure out how to stop them. Let's split up. These enforcers are as talkative as they seem. I'm sure it won't be hard to eavesdrop. Let me help too. I have an idea that might make things easier. But it requires Silverhood to aid us. I hope you can oblige. Then it's settled. Lakshana, Tepeke, now we'll work to uncover the nature of Apiahi's treasure. These link pearls should make it easier to communicate. I brought them from a foreign sailor. I need them coming any sooner rather than later. Alright, once we've discovered something, we'll meet you at the Aetheryte Plaza in that place in Shalawani. I don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah then, follow me and I'll tell you about this idea of mine. Alright, real quick stop from the quest and let's go do Shadowbringer Society quests, so we'll get some Ninja EXP for the day because they're daily. So let me go do those. I've already done all of these, so I'm just skipping. Alright, so where's the nearest one? Over there. And then they're both by the sea. Alright, that's one. Now, on to the other two. Wait, what's this? Oh, that's level 80. Okay. It does cost an Inky Gauge, so. Does it have a cooldown? 90 seconds. So we'd probably want to use that one first. And then whenever it's on cooldown, we'd use the other attack or something. Alright, last quest. It's like 1,000,000 EXP each day, so that's really nice. Alright, continuing. Something that will make our job a lot easier. That dream with Cocoon. The village all understood how much it means to me to bring the inbound justice for their crimes, and trust me to do so once and for all. Is that the thing that puts others to sleep or something? Was it the poison one? I forgot. You've met. I think it's the one that puts them to sleep, right? You've met this happy eye in the flesh. Yes, that means you can use a cocoon to imitate her. It can do that? Wait, what do you mean imitate? Why? I was ready to use stealth and deception, but this will make... Can it do illusions? I forgot. This will make getting the information we need much easier. Am I thinking exactly? We'll all for nothing if Happy Eye reaches them before we do. So let's make our way to a place at once. Wait, are we gonna... Is this guy's gonna be like, we're literally Happy Eye? I took a peek inside and saw a few rough-looking types who didn't sound too rally gathered around one of the tables. Doubtless they are our targets. There's no one fitting Happy Eye's description, so she probably hasn't arrived yet. This is our chance. We can hear everything from out here, so we'll keep watching in case Happy Eye makes an appearance. If she does, we'll call you on Link Pearl. Alright, so we'll take the dream with cocoon in hand and in your mind's eye, envision that wicked woman. Transformation. Certain duties require to transform into creatures of other people, restricting available actions. This transformation only lasts a limited time, indicated by the transfiguration status effect. Wait, that's new, right? Should the transfiguration status effect expire straight to heart injected, you'll be returned to your original form. You return to starting location anytime to refresh the rate. Oh, it's just a new tutorial, never mind. I thought they would like actually let us transform at will. We're Happy Eye. That's cool. We're actually Happy Eye. Alright. Hello there, there's your leader. Actually, she does look pretty cool. Oh, boss, wait, you told us not to trust anyone, even yourself. If you are who I think you are, then do the pose. They've all got their arms from practicing it so much. You know, we can do it too. Pose of the Unbound. Okay. Oh my god. No one but you could strike a pose half as inspiring. We've been waiting, boss. Why is that drunkard going away? I have a suspicion. Now that you're here, that means it's time to mobilize, right? You remember what the plan is, right? Yeah, say it. Of course, boss. We each memorize a different part to make sure we don't forget it. We'll launch your attack from the gates of Tuliolal. Screaming in the middle of a tower, you're freaking dumb. Cerulean barrels will blow it to bits in a fantastic explosion. And Eldoret's concoction will give us the strength to crush a land guard like ants. A simple plan for simple villains, don't you think? Keep pressing them for information, Silvo. They're literally screaming in a public tavern about their plans, okay. And now will my artifact aid you? They'll be dumb enough to answer. What'll you be having? Sorry, not now. Excuse me, we're in the middle of something. I'm sorry, I gotta act the part. We gotta act the part. We gotta act the part, sorry. Yeah, mind your business. We'll be moving along, so stop trying to bleed us for every card we have. You're literally in a tavern, bros. Silva, we see the real API approaching. I guess we won't be learning that yet. We have to buy time. Are you gonna fight her? Keep the henchman talking. Wait, how are you gonna buy time? Are they gonna go talk to her, probably? You there, excuse me. I wouldn't go in there. The drinks are more water than spirits. Okay. Is that so? Well, good thing I'm not thirsty. She's not here for the drinks. No, the food. There's no food either. They've sold every last dish. They're not here to buy anything. What? And they had the gall to remain open. Wait, run amok indeed. Luckily, I wasn't planning on ordering anything. I'd rather die than become a paying customer. Shudders. I love that. Alright, continuing. Have you no shame? I love how they just reply like that. There was something else. I didn't think there was. What? You were supposed to shore up our numbers, right? You said that artifact of yours would give us an army. Well, did it? It's an army of creatures. Silva, get out of there. She's coming in. It's an army of creatures. I see. She intends to use an army of creatures to invade, probably. Yeah, okay. Now she won't know. Or maybe she does. She might find these all suspicious. Oh, you're already here. You move quickly. Yeah, she might find this suspicious. Or not. We'll see. How intelligent is she? Nah, she's just gonna completely disregard that. Well, that means we can get started a lot sooner, yep. Once Tuliol succumbs to wrath, together we shall celebrate the return of true liberty to Tual. Now, see to your preparations and then join us upstairs. We strike when I give you the order. She doesn't know we have to dream with Cocoon yet. No, it's close. I don't know what would have happened if we were found out. We couldn't hear what you were saying while we were trying to distract Happy Eye. Do you get anything we can use? It's great. Can tell when the others have just arrived themselves. Let's go meet them. I heard you ran into Happy Eye at the tavern. Tell us everything that happened. I see. Our plan is to strike at Tuliolal for the Shalawani side. Then we can focus our defenses there. You said our minions spoke of an army being summoned by our treasure. That matches up with a story we heard. It was told to us by one of the Vipers. Hey, that's me. I'm a Viper main. For now. I might switch back to Reaper, to be honest. We hope their expertise in tracking deadly beasts such as Tral Vitral and various source of our treasure's powers might provide insight on the capability of ours. Apparently, they received reports that creatures across Tral were falling under the thrall of a Shatona woman. Even the most feral of beasts obeyed her like a docile lamb. That's her, yeah. She did that before with the sandworm. I saw a PI command a massive worm. Well, we know what our enemy is capable of. I've heard that some animals hunt by hypnotizing their prey with sound, smell, or even magical energy. Professor Travidral, whose essence lies in our treasure, was one of those, but it's difficult to say which. Even so, we know Apiai's plan and the threat we face. We can prepare whatever she might throw at us. We'll cut out for advance as Zorgor the Boundless. I'll take everything we have to drive her back. But if we fight as well, neither E nor her beast will take a single step into Yolal. Neither her, sorry. I'll stay here for a while and keep an eye on things. If Apiai makes a move, I'll contact you at once. Can you tell me what we've learned? Well, let me check if they're still at the tavern, just out of curiosity. I forgot where the tavern is. This is their prison. Is this building the tavern? I think it is. So are they upstairs? Yeah, let me talk to them. To celebrate the town being safe again, the saloon keeper has been giving away meals at reduced cost, but now he's running dangerously low on stock. I had preparations on my own to make on the way here, hence my delay. Return here when you've seen to yours. Yeah, I will not be returning here, sorry. You're our new leader? Mustn't have been easy to pass Apiai's test. If you have our respect, you have ours. And that's everyone we can talk to. Okay. Gotta switch back to Viper. There's a level 100 quest. I love the way you sit on this mount, on the chair, kind of like a villain. So he's bringing an army of beasts to our doors. There's so little time to prepare. And if the treasure can bend ferocious beasts to its will, we must consider the possibility it can be used on people too. I'll bring this information to the Lands Guard at once, that they may begin raiding the city's defenses. I know neither you nor they will let a single citizen come to harm. This is so. With any luck, Apiai and her codings will soon be languishing in cells. Bar the passage. Alright, I'm gonna take a break for coffee though, so I shall be right back. Let me get the text. Alright, BRB. Probably a little bit longer though, I'll take a proper break. Like 20 minutes maybe? Something like that, I don't know. But I'll see y'all later. Actually, I gotta go do something. Yeah, it might take a little bit longer, and then I probably don't really feel like doing this as much anymore. So yeah, I'll be back another day or later, depending on when I feel like it. But yeah, I'll see y'all next time though. And we'll be back when I have more mood again and when I'm free.